big weekend for us, being a Friday night match at Ellis Field. Always a good situation. I know they've got a family. It's a family night, big family combo night with promotions and everything. Being a 7:00 kickoff. Volleyball tips off right after we do at 8:00. So an opportunity for people to come over and kind of park in one spot and get two SEC fall events at the same basic location. Our game against LSU becomes a really big match for both teams, as we're both vying for postseason NCAA consideration. With ourselves coming off of a tough road loss is something we're looking to get a good bounce back from, and LSU's a quality side, so we have to get ourselves well this week as we get a few days of training at home, and hopefully get in front of our crowd and get things moving again.
We'll start with Richard, third row.
Coach, with 3 games left, when it comes to winning out, what can that do to your RPI as it stands with NCAA tournament expectations and seeding and getting it?
Sure. Well, the good news is probably a good news, bad news scenario. You have the remaining teams in the RPI. You play the number 3 and number 4 in the RPI. So nowhere to go but up when you play those teams. That'll be next week when you play Arkansas and Mississippi State, who are both vying for the championship in the regular season in the SEC. So both of those games are real opportunities for us to get huge bounce in the RPI. LSU has been top 40 for all of the season. So all 3 of our remaining games from an RPI standpoint are gold. They're all great opportunities for us. But really for us, we need to make sure that we get the wins for our placement in the SEC. Currently, we're still in 6th place, which is, in a position right now we're trying to get a bye in the first round of the SEC tournament. The top 4 teams in the SEC tournament get a first round bye, which would be really, really nice for us.
We'll go to TV row, Ben.
Coach, you just alluded to it with Arkansas, Mississippi State coming up. Not to overlook the first task at hand, but what do you hope to get out of this game in terms of obviously needing to get the result, but also your team playing at a level well enough where you can compete in those games and hopefully get some positive results to carry over to that as well?
Well, we can compete. We've proven that we've been able to play against anybody. The results that we've had we've beaten a couple of teams in the top 15 already this season. Our issue isn't the ability to play against anybody. Our ability so far has been just, we don't need to make key mistakes at unfortunate times. The game in Tuscaloosa, I was proud of the way our team fought and battled. In the first half, we unfortunately slip and fall, and their All-American forward gets in behind us and scores. But then we miss a couple golden opportunities that we're not winning 2-1 at halftime. And it was great to have Sydney Fuller back in goal. I thought she had an outstanding performance and a lot of really good battling performances. And we were in a lot of skirmishes throughout the match to kind of keep that game close and put us on the edge of getting a draw to take that game right down to the wire. So a 1-0 loss at a place where a team is so dominant as far as Alabama at their place, that's tough. I mean, we're in every one of these games. Same thing with the game on Thursday night. To come out of there just kind of shaking your head like, we're creating so many more chances and we're not getting the results that we need. Having to battle through all the injuries that we've had and still being in a position to win these games is, it's been tough on the players. But again, the perseverance that they're showing of coming through these, we know that perseverance will pay off, and that's what we're hoping for Friday. LSU's been going through a lot of the same thing. I mean, they've been, they've had some unfortunate bounces themselves. It's one of the things about Friday night's game will be a really interesting game because both teams have had kind of some tough bounces against them, and they're both really talented sides that are both hunting and desperate to get a result on Friday.
And we'll go far left TV row to Donna.
Coach, kind of to that with, just a little bit of maybe not getting certain bounces to go your way and stuff like that. What has been your message to the team mentally to kind of, stay with it and work through this, difficult stretch?
Well, I think one of the things that's interesting about this generation is, and not to get too philosophical, but a lot of things that are going on in social media and everything else is that life is perfection and that everyone has this perfect life and that you have to be perfect and everything is perfect. And it's not. All we expect is going out and and putting forth a great effort. The effort is what we need. We need to go out and be the best effort that we possibly can. You don't have to go out and be perfect because no one is. You're not going to be perfect, and you're not going to be perfect in everything that you go out and do. But all we want you to go out and do is try your hardest. And that sometimes I think it's that society has kind of created a lot of things in young people that make young people think that they have to be perfect in their minds, and it's a shame that's the way it is. It's funny because that's not the way it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be that go out, try your hardest, do the darndest that you possibly can, and we accept you the way that you are. We accept that you're going to go out. We accept that you're going to have some bruises and some bumps, and just put the best possible effort that you possibly can into it, and we know that that's going to be really, really good because you're here, you're one of us. To be that is pretty darn special. So go out and put that in, and know that fight is going to get you something special, and keep fighting and keep fighting and keep fighting, and I'm confident that fight is what's going to help us to to get that extra oomph and that extra ball to roll over the line for us, because we've had so many that have been on the line and off the post and off of a kidney of the other player and off of other vital organs that have been on the line of other players. It's going to roll in for us, and that's the fight that I think that the Texas Aggies are going to get as we kind of go to the finish line here for the regular season.
And then we're back to Richard, row 3.
Coach, you've been shut out in back-to-back matches. So what is being worked on this week in practice to get the offense back to rolling to where it needs to be ahead of Friday's match?
Well, again, it's in this league. There's so many great athletes. You don't have time to think about what you're going to do when the ball comes. You've got to have your decisions made prior to the arrival of the ball. It's speed of play. It's speed of thought. It's your actions prior to the ball arriving that allows you to be one step ahead, 2 steps ahead, so that when the ball arrives, your thoughts are already behind you. It's the actions of finishing those chances, and so one-time finishing, preparation before, and just making sure that you're confident in what you're going to do and the follow through when those opportunities arise, and like I said, just confidence in what we're going to do, intensity in the way that we're going to go about it, and the competition to go out and go as hard as we possibly can, and the confidence and the competence to be able to do it every single day. And the deal is that's what we do. And knowing that it's going to come, and knowing that it's going to come, and knowing that it's going to come is one of the things that's made us so successful over time. And again, persistence and perseverance is one of the hallmarks that has helped us to be so successful over these years. And I know it'll keep coming through for us.